Hello, you're listening to The Slab of Life. My name's Sebastian. I'm joined with Jake, Joe, and Nick. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
What's up?
And we're going to be doing something a little different. It is currently, June 14th, and the plan is also to get this episode out today. And it will be kind of like a double feature, because normally when we shoot these episodes, we, have them in advance, right? Because we got busy lives with our jobs. So the one that's coming out today is Cosmos, right? Or Secrets of the Cosmos. Let me fact check myself.
I'm fairly certain.
The episode is called, just the Cosmos, episode 40, and we shot that back in October of last year, October, November. That was before my move
to Cali.
Yeah, to California in April. But double feature today, so we're going to be talking about some current events that are currently happening. The biggest one on today's plate is the Lego
scandal.
Lego scandal. And I just found out 10 seconds ago that fucking Oliver Tree died yesterday.
Yep, Oliver Tree died. Knicks 1-5. What else? The World Cup's going on.
Dude, I thought Oliver Tree was a fucking Onion article. Fuck, bro. But yeah, and then the Lego scandal, which I've been completely out of the loop altogether. Me and Joe have.
Yeah, this is a pretty wild story, and I think for legal reasons we should only refer to those involved as the company, and then we could use the Mansell family and Ben's name.
Ben and the Mansell family and the company.
The company.
Yeah. All right, so we'll kick right off with
enlighten us.
Yeah, we'll kick off with the Lego.
Yeah. So to begin, the Mansell family they had this Lego collection that had around $200,000 worth of Legos. This family had been collecting Legos for over a decade. It's crazy. But they had this huge collection, and they wanted to go to their local Lego resale store, and they wanted to do a consignment deal and be like, hey, we have this huge collection because we're in need of money. You could hold it in your store and then sell any of these sets, and then we get some of the money back, and you get to keep some of it. That's how consignment sales go. And the owners of the store were like, cool. They did all the legal paperwork, and they parted on their ways. And then this was back in 2023. And then at some time, for personal reasons, I guess, the owners of that store were moving, and so they were talking to corporate and hey, giving you a heads up, we're moving soon, we need someone to take over ownership of our store. And so corporate comes down and they're like, all right, cool, we take care of everything that's going on with the store, any consignment deals that you have going on. And there is security footage of them verbally saying that they take care of all consignment deals. And the outgoing owners were trying to make it clear that this consignment deal, the owner of the product has not been paid yet. And they're emphasizing that. And the incoming owners were like, yep, got it. All good. We got it. Take care of it. And so they did the deal, and they now traded ownership of the store. This article that I'm reading is salembusinessjournal.org. So here's the consignment agreement. On November 22nd, 2023, Brian Mansell and Crystal Law Gorman, the business owner of said company store, signed a formal consignment agreement. The Salem Business Journal has reviewed this document in full. Under its terms, Mansell granted the stores an exclusive right to sell his Lego Star Wars collection on consignment. Section 4 of the agreement makes ownership unambiguous. The consigned merchandise remained Mansell's property in full until the moment of sale. The store was entitled to 35% of gross sales, with 65% paid to Mansell in monthly installments on or before the 15th of each month. Section 5 required the store to maintain insurance sufficient to cover the full replacement value of the collection against fire, flood, theft, or vandalism. Smart. And held the store responsible for all shortages, losses, or damage while the sets were in its possession. Section 11 set an automatic termination date of January 31st, 2025, and required all unsold sets to be returned to Mansell within 10 days of termination. Critically, Section 10 stated the agreement was binding on any successors of the parties, but that neither party could assign their interest without prior written consent of the other. Everyone following?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far.
Okay. Cool. The formal paper trail supporting the arrangement is documented. Email record reviewed by the Salem Business Journal shown that on December 13th, 2023, Crystal Law Gorman, signing as franchise owner of this location, emailed the inventory spreadsheet via Google Sheets directly to Brian Mansell. On December 20th, 2023, Mansell emailed the finalized consignment agreement back to the store for signing. The consignment was an active, formally documented business arrangement from its earliest weeks. And then they show screenshots of the emails. They got the emails here, man.
We got the receipts.
They got receipts, bro. The consignment was also publicly celebrated the store's own Facebook page on November 7th, 2023. The company posted they would be displaying one of the largest, most valuable privately held collections of Star Wars Lego in the world, calling the investment estimated to be well over $200,000. The arrangement ran smoothly for the better part of a year. Law Gorman maintained a detailed spreadsheet tracking sold and unsold items, layaways, storage locations, and sale prices for each set, covering the set's portion of the collection only, separate from the 1,200 minifigures. So, including to this collection of a whole bunch of like sets, there was a whole bunch of like individual minifigures. There's apparently 1,200, because I don't know why, but minifigures, depending on the rarity, and like they go for a lot of money, I guess.
It's like
Yeah, dude,
skins.
the minifigures in themselves are just like insane.
Yeah, the minifigures is what drives the set's like value up.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're talking about
Mansell-
minifigures, you're talking about the little dudes,
The little Lego guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
included
little
with
dudes.
the.
Yeah.
Those are unique
Yeah.
to the sets.
Correct.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
Interesting.
There's some sets where you can get duplicates of guys, but yeah, for the most part, people seek out sets for
the
specific
minifigures.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like a lot of the
Anyways.
basic blocks you can just like buy replacements for.
Yeah, you could buy.
But you wouldn't be able to buy a
Legos like a
minifigure
brick.
by themselves through Lego.
No.
You'd have to buy the
No.
set.
Right. Right.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So Mansell came in monthly to collect receipts and a percentage check. According to Mansell, when Law Gorman was later forced out of the store, she was not permitted to print or take a copy of that spreadsheet with her, meaning the inventory record she had built documented the entire consignment was left behind in the store and remained accessible to whoever controlled it afterward. A point of dispute emerged in this reporting over whether the consignment arrangement was permissible under company's franchise rules. McNeff told the Salem Business Journal that consignment is explicitly prohibited under the company's franchise operation guidelines, and that had corporate known about the consignment arrangement, it would have been grounds for franchise termination. Sidebar, McNeff is the overall corporate head, CEO. He's the founder of this company. All right. Law Gorman directly disputes this. She told the Salem Business Journal there is no language in the franchise agreement prohibiting consignment agreements, that corporate was made aware of the arrangement near the very beginning and raised no objection, and that she views it as an exception to normal buying practices rather than a policy violation. The Salem Business Journal asked the company franchising to provide documentation supporting the claimed prohibition. No such documentation had been provided at the time of publication of this article.
Yeah.
And there is recorded evidence of like this
Original
the company's guide, well, the original agreement, but of the company's like guidelines and rules for franchisees, and in those guidelines it specifically states that consignments are allowed.
Okay.
So like they were just like flat out lying, saying that consignments are not allowed.
Yeah.
Unless it was like a rule change that they had, but it just wasn't in writing at the time. So
Not in writing, then doesn't exist.
exactly. So the Gormans approached the corporate about selling. Both sides agree that in November 2024, the Gormans initiated contact with the company about the future of the store and that the Gormans were planning to leave the country. Beyond that, the accounts split sharply. So the CEO said the Gormans reached out to inform corporate they had received job offers overseas and wanted to know how to close the store. He said the company told them closing was not an option and that parties began working on a transaction plan. He said the Gormans owed approximately $200,000 in unpaid obligations, including the original purchase price of the store and accumulated unpaid royalties, and that the Gormans became uncooperative during the transition process, ultimately leading the company to fully terminate the franchise agreement. He said the franchise agreement allowed the company to offset store assets against money owed, similar to an asset seizure in a bankruptcy proceeding.
Yeah, it's like your car gets repossessed because you couldn't pay it, and you're stuck with the loan, but the bank is like, oh, we'll just fucking sell it and make some money back.
Yeah.
Damn. So they fucking closed down the store, and they're like, oh, all the stuff in here is ours. Sell it all.
Yeah, it's ours now.
Oh man.
Right.
Oh.
So, La Gorman tells it differently. She said they approached corporate about the possibility of selling the store, not simply closing it, so they could recoup their investment before leaving the country. She said that same day, corporate sent a representative to the location and proceeded to seize the store immediately without the notice or process she claims is required under their franchise agreement. And this is all backed up with security camera footage. There is security camera footage of these corporate guys coming in that day and like forcibly getting these owners out of the store. She said they were threatened, denied the opportunity to conduct an inventory, and forced out that night. The Gormans contend the alleged $200,000 debt is disputed and that corporate used it as a pretext to take the store, denying the Gormans any proceeds from a legitimate sale. They are now suing the company on multiple grounds, including breach of contract, conversion, defamation, and civil conspiracy. All right, the night of the seizure and the consignment question. The Gormans claimed that on the night of the seizure, November 14th, 2024, La Gorman informed the corporate representative, who was simultaneously on speakerphone with the company, contact the Gormans, identify as their name. I'm not going to put their name. whom they describe as then the company director of operations, about Mansell's outstanding consignment arrangement and the fact that he had not been paid out for the remaining sets. According to the Gormans, I'll just say the last name, McAllister, acknowledged the consignment on that call and stated that since the new operator was taking over their business, he would be taking over consignment as well. The Gormans say this exchange was captured on the store's security camera and that the footage has been provided to the Kaiser Police Department. That's the place where the store was.
Where is this store located?
This place was in Oregon, Kaiser, Oregon.
Kaiser, Oregon. Okay.
I'm fairly certain. Let me fact check myself.
Yeah. Guys in the chairs, fact check. Yeah. Kaiser, Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon. Yep. Was correct. Okay. Mansell said the same security video is part of the evidence he had assembled, and it directly contradicts corporate's subsequent claims of ignorance about the collection. He also provided the Salem Business Journal with time-stamped photographs taken by La Gorman that evening. She was trying to take as many photos of the sets that were being left behind in the store so that there would be documentation of it. Mansell said, describing La Gorman's actions the night of the seizure, the photos show Star Wars Lego boxes with yellow dot stickers on the UPC codes, Mansell's identifying marks, still on the store shelves. So he,
he took photo evidence.
And before giving this store his collection, he put these stickers on the barcodes to identify what sets are his, which is smart.
Yeah.
The photo metadata places them on Thursday, November 14th, 2024, between 7:50 and 7:55 p.m., with set numbers consistent with the items on Mansell's inventory list. McNeff declined to address the specific contents of the security videos, citing ongoing litigation. He maintained the corporate was not aware of any consignment arrangement at the time of the seizure, and that store's consignment activity was unauthorized and unknown to corporate. The Salem Business Journal reached out to Callister directly for comment. No response had been received at the time of this publication. This was posted...
It's usually on the very top, 2 months ago.
Yeah, 2 months ago. Yep. Okay.
So I'm assuming, right, since now that it's in the public eye, this more stuff has coming out since then, right? You set the grounds.
Yes. Yeah.
Damn, bro, I would be fucking pissed.
Dude, I would start this is at this moment in time, I would start getting antsy and be like, all right, what's the deal with my collection?
And they're like, we don't know. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know, bro? That's $200,000 of my fucking life's hobby.
Exactly.
That's your life savings.
Yeah. And should have put it all in crypto, a safer investment. You should have put it all in Doge. No, that is
better on black.
yeah, 17 black.
So, a notable legal wrinkle, the consignment agreements section 10 states it is binding on successors, but that neither party can assign their interests without the other's prior written consent. So they can't just like trade over ownership of this collection without Mansell's consent of it. So Mansell contends no such written consent was ever sought or given, meaning that even if corporate intended to transfer consignment obligations to the new operator, doing so without Mansell's consent may itself constitute a breach of the agreement. The Gormans say they attempted to document as much of the remaining inventory as possible before being removed, but they were not given access to all areas of the store, particularly the back storeroom where higher value sets were kept. They say they left with a single box of personal belongings, a small number of sets that had been in their vehicle from a recent Comic-Con appearance, and they were returned directly to Mansell shortly after. So then it goes on to talk about... fuck it, I'll just keep reading the whole article. Okay.
Yeah, where do you in this?
So, new operators start to take over. Following the seizure, the company engaged a third-party entity identified by McNeff as Company Number 2 to conduct an inventory of the store. That same entity later expressed interest in purchasing the location at said address. McNeff confirmed that the company sold the store, and the new operators are identified in termination letter sent by Mansell, and a second operator named Josh. Last name Best and Josh are believed to now reside in Utah and have not responded to requests for comment from this publication. Mansell and the Gormans both raised concerns about the timeline. They note that the same individuals who conducted the post-seizure inventory on corporate's behalf became the store's new owners within approximately a month, and argued this makes it difficult to cleanly separate corporate's responsibility from that of the new franchisees. McNeff maintained that once the sale was complete, the new owners became independent operators, and corporate bears no responsibility for their conduct.
How convenient.
Yeah, exactly, right? Real convenient. Mansell comes forward and issues a formal termination on November 22nd, 2024, the one-year anniversary of the consignment agreement. Mansell sent a formal written notice of cancellation and termination to Best and the store address via email and certified mail. The Salem Business Journal has reviewed this letter. It cited two specific breaches: failure to deliver the November monthly installment payment on November 15th, 2024, as required under the agreement, and a refusal on November 21st, 2024, to allow Mansell to inspect the remaining inventory as provided for under Section 3. The letter demanded inspection of all sales records since April 1st, 2024, payment of all unpaid proceeds, and return of all remaining inventory within 10 days. Mansell said he was met with denials. The new operators allegedly claimed they had no knowledge of any consignment agreement. Corporate, in written correspondence Mansell shared with the Salem Business Journal, allegedly told him the evidence was insufficient and directed him to pursue the Gormans instead. So they basically are like, take it up with the franchisees.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But the old franchisees.
Exactly, the old franchisees, the ones that you made the deal with. Mansell disputes this on two grounds. First, that even if the Gormans were originally liable, corporate assumed all assets and liabilities of the store when they seized it. And second, that he sent a buyer into the store after the new operators claimed to have removed his sets, and that buyer successfully purchased one of his consigned sets, demonstrating the sets were still actively being sold. And then this is current standings as of 2 months ago. According to Mansell, the Kaiser Police Department has significantly expanded its investigation. What began as a 2-page report has grown to approximately 30 pages, and detectives are now working with the Marion County District Attorney's Office to determine whether criminal charges are warranted. If the DA moves forward, warrants could be issued for Mr. Best and a second operator identified in interviews as Josh, and they would be subject to potential extradition. The Salem Business Journal contacted the Kaiser Police Department for comment. Consistent with standard procedure and active investigations, officials confirmed the matter is under investigation, but declined to provide additional detail. On the civil side, the Gormans have retained legal counsel and are pursuing a lawsuit against the company on multiple grounds. They claim they have never received a post-termination inventory of the store from corporate, which they contend is required under the franchise agreement. The Gorman's attorney was not available for comment at the time of publication. Mansell said he no longer expects to recover the physical collection. I filed charges against everybody because I don't know who to believe, he said, but I can prove for a fact that my sets are still in that store and these guys are lying about it. His goals are financial restitution and public accountability. Law Gorman said the situation has caused harm well beyond the financial. She said she spent significant time building community around the Kaiser store and that the actions of various parties have damaged something that mattered to local families and customers. When you purchase a store that's aimed at children and something that is supposed to be fun and joyful, it's unfortunate that bad actors can spoil the sense of community. The company has not issued a public statement. In his interview with the Salem Business Journal, McNeff was direct about the company's position. This particular situation involves a single independently owned and operated franchise location that engaged in a local arrangement outside the corporate policy. He said he maintained that the company does not condone franchise owners operating outside policy, but that independently owned locations are ultimately responsible for their own conduct.
That's
okay.
Trash, bro. Oh my god.
It's the ultimate corporate speak for go fuck yourself.
It is.
In
That was a lot of words.
In a
Hey,
less
fuck you.
serious note, that reminds me of my solar panel situation. Of that whole fiasco of being like, oh, let me go with a company that is 25 years around and, you know, they cover our warranty. And then, like, literally the first time a panel needs something checked with it, they go out of fucking business. And then I called corporate of the new business and they're like, oh, so sad, sorry. Oh my god, bro.
I remember you calling. Every business you called was like, yeah, we sold that or it went out.
Yeah,
but,
you
not
guys
a
got to
problem
talk to your the guys that installed it on the roof, and then they went out of business too. And I was like, okay, this is a fucking conspiracy, bro. Thankfully, also on that same note, solar hugely paid off because Dominion also increased their fucking pricing due to AI data centers in the area.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I like at the time when I was there, I had coworkers saying their fucking power bills were in like the fucking $600-$700 price range, and I thought,
Oh, that's
Oh,
insane.
my lord.
yeah,
That's insane.
bro, in the Virginia Beach area, I had to clutch my pearls, you know. I'm like, you know what? Maybe I will take my $300 solar bill payment with no electricity used. So it worked out, and thanks AI, thanks for ruining the environment. And, oh man, but no man, that guy's fucked
That is
also.
insane. That kind of sucks.
But we do
It
have
especially sucks.
updates though, because this article was 2 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
So, starting in like May is when. Hold on, let me.
Rigo sent me this link, and this is the company's statement. And
This is just all legal speak of.
this
like,
is May 21st. We could read this real quick, unless you want to cover something in between that.
Okay, so this is this is the company's response on May 21st. Over the past several months, many in our community has seen posts and videos regarding a dispute involving the former company location in Salem, Oregon. We understand the frustration and passion behind these discussions. The company is built on a community of collectors and families who care deeply about fairness, and that is a value we share. To be absolutely clear, the company does not condone, tolerate, or participate in the exploitation of anyone, especially older adults or vulnerable members of our community. Allegedly. When a
Unless it's
unless your
convenient.
name is Brian Mansell. No.
Yeah.
But when a complex business dispute is reduced to edited social media clips, critical facts are often lost. While we will not litigate this online, we want to clarify the core situation. So, this is starting to get into Ben and his whole team on YouTube. So, there's this YouTuber named Reckless Ben, and he does YouTube things. But he has been the main one really pursuing this and like investigating this and helping the Mansell family. His first video on this whole situation was posted like 3 weeks ago, and it basically covers all the way up until where that article that I just read like leaves off. And he starts investigating and going into the store and asking about the Mansell collection, and they immediately like kick him out of the store.
Okay.
And he gets together like all of the evidence that was put together before, like all of the security camera footage, the legal contract that Mansell had made with the company
Yeah.
and the previous owners and brings it to them with the whole inventory list of the sets, and they still don't do anything about it, and they actually call the police on him, and
What?
he gets trespassed from that store. So him and Mansell are now trespassed from that store.
Yo, that
And yeah,
that's
it's pretty
sad.
yeah, it's fucking crazy when they know that their sets are still in there. Like, they still hold his collection, and they just want it back or the money for it if they want to buy the collection.
Not
from him.
only do they hold his collection, they're actively selling it.
And he's
They
not
are
getting
actively
anything.
selling it. Yeah, exactly.
Man.
And they know that they still have it because they keep posting photos of it on their Instagram and on their Facebook about, like.
And is the yellow
collection
sticker
that they
still
have.
there?
Yes.
Here, let me look. Let me pull up a Lego picture. Let me search up the company.
Well, this store is shut down, and I have no idea if their social media pages have shut down as well. More than likely.
Okay.
Way back.
Like this location's.
Yeah.
Yeah. His video is really long. I wish there was like a SparkSnows version of it. Let's see. Okay, let me share my screen, and then we could watch a little bit of this video.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
This man spent his life collecting what's now known as
There we go.
the world's largest Lego Star Wars collection ever. It's estimated to be worth around $200,000.
And this is like damn near bullying / extortion.
Bro, what the?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's literally just like a large corporation trying to use the legal system
Yeah.
to like
Fucking
do
big
whatever
taking.
they want because they know that like the small guys just can't afford it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
I'm gonna
crazy.
skip around
bro.
some.
Why is it the little blurred
so-
filter?
He added these blurs to kind of block out the people's faces, but he didn't want to do it fully. So it was just like he put it there just to.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, is it supposed to be blurring her face? Because it's not doing it. Because it keeps.
Yeah, he did that to not fully blur because he doesn't want like the people to be.
Yeah, held
He
accountable.
wants these people to be known. Yeah, exactly.
But like
End of the story.
covering your own ass
Before
kind of
showing
thing.
up, I printed out a copy of the contract the store made
See, 'cause
with
the blur's
Brian,
still
saying
there.
that all of these Lego sets will remain his until sold.
Okay, since you're going to be cutting out the video portion, let's talk about this a little bit.
Yeah.
So Ben went to the store with all of the evidence, the contract, the inventory list, yada yada yada, and like went to the store and was asking to get the collection back on behalf of Brian Mansell. Store worker that was working that day, she claimed that he was harassing her and was trying to get him to leave the store, and that they didn't have the Legos. That she had
Yeah.
no idea what he was
You
talking
gotta
about.
take it with corporate.
Yeah, go to corporate. And so he went to corporate and basically did the same
Got
thing.
the
And
fucking
then corporate
runaround,
was,
bro.
Yeah, corporate was like, that's individual store owners. You got to bring it up with them. And so went back to the store owner, and it just goes back and forth, back and forth. All right.
Their decisions are their decisions. For sure.
Uh-huh. So when they say go to corporate, how do we respond next time?
I have no idea. You have to take it up with them. It's your.
So they called the cops on him, and then he gets trespassed.
Yeah.
And this is all from 2019?
No, this is.
That video says 2019.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that timestamp is wrong, though.
Oh, okay.
Because he's recording this on, like, whatever, the Google glasses or the Ray-Ban.
Oh, the meta glasses? Yeah.
Yeah, the meta glasses thing.
Okay. Sorry.
So,
That's crazy.
yeah. I'm going to skip around towards the more important bits.
The Legos that we sell here are actually stolen Legos? Like we just steal the Legos?
So they eventually get all this stuff, and then they put it in small claims court. Because
Is $200,000 small claims?
you could, anything could be
That's a
small
big
claims.
claim.
I thought small claims was a specific dollar amount, like $10,000 and under or something. Let me small claims
It could be, but they
limit $10,000. Yep, the claim is for money
Okay.
and does not exceed $10,000.
they did some. Hold on, let's see what they.
Maybe he's only taking like 10 grand back at a time of his collection.
20 small claims.
Depends if they're pricing it on the entire collection or each individual product.
Oh wait, here.
And I guess it makes sense. We ended up looking it up, and you can actually only sue for $10,000.
Yeah, look, I fucking was.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
The reason that this will never work is because of a legal term called claim splitting.
Claim splitting is illegal. You cannot do it.
It's like company.
they come up with
company double jeopardy.
Yeah, they somehow come up with this scheme where they don't lose the whole value of the collection, and they sue in small claims this company, and the company doesn't even respond. So they, by default, Ben and his group wins.
Yeah, it's like fighting a speeding ticket by going to court. A lot of the times, if it's like a minor thing, the police department won't even show up anyway.
Don't even show up. Yeah. And you just get out of it for yeah. They shut down the store. So they shut down the store when they filed the court case, and when they won by default, they shut down the store. So that store is permanently closed.
And that's what the sign says.
Wow.
Is we got sued, we lost, but by shutting down the store, we don't have to pay them money.
Yeah.
But how much did they sue him for? Only $10,000?
My goodness.
$10,000.
So they were willing to just lose $100,000?
No, they developed. I skipped through it in the video, but they developed like this scheme where
illegal claim splitting.
No. They did something where they only sued for $10,000 against the store and not the collection.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the collection's still theirs also, but for damages and everything. And
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And then he has more.
Well, Bricks and Minifigs officially responded to my Lego video we made about them, and
Part 2 of this series gets fucking wild, by the way.
yeah, he was getting fucking swatted.
Yeah, it gets wild. Oh, so this is this article.
Oh,
so,
what we're looking at right now?
Yeah.
Oh,
What
yeah.
they are reading is this article. So we
May 21st.
read that. Yep. The
Basically,
reality of the
go fuck
consignment
yourself.
claim. Pretty much, that's what this article says. Much of the online narrative centers on a private consignment arrangement allegedly made by the former store owner. It is vital to understand that the company was not a party to this alleged agreement, nor were subsequent franchisees who took on the ownership of the Salem location. So they're basically saying it's not a fucking problem.
But it is their problem because they
literally is.
absorbed all assets and contracts that the previous franchisee had.
Yes.
Literally, when they kicked her out of the store, they were like, that's not your job, that's corporate job, taking over.
Yeah, that's us. We got it. We handle all consignments. It basically goes over talking over narratives and stuff, and then protecting our stores and staff. Franchisees operate independent businesses. While they must follow system standards, the franchisor does not automatically inherit responsibility for private unauthorized agreements a local owner may enter into. Our current network of stores consists entirely of independent local small business owners who had absolutely nothing to do with the situation. Our local franchise owners and their employees, many of whom are young people starting their first jobs, should not be targets of harassment for a dispute they did not create. Again, they weren't really harassing, they were just providing evidence and asking for people.
So the store closed down. Have they looked into, is the store declaring bankruptcy? Are they selling off assets?
They just shut down that location and then relocated all that inventory to God knows where.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because this is a huge corporation with multiple franchises.
Well, no, I understand that, but I'm wondering if it would be possible for them to put a lien against that franchise. That way, when corporate does come in and starts, rearranging all the assets to go to other stores and stuff like that, they would have to be sure to pay off any existing creditors before they could then take the full rest of the assets to redistribute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's some shit.
Well said, Joe. Well said.
I'd be so upset. Especially, this is the only way that it's can get worse is I just feel bad because Lego people are hardcore into their Legos.
They are.
That's not just something he doesn't care about. That's just money. Lego people fucking care.
I mean, the dude is, got a bunch of health issues.
Yeah.
And it's
so
his son and Ben that are trying to
get the collection back to get the money. Because the reason why they did this sale in the first place was for the money for his father's health problems.
I mean, this really is the ultimate American story if you think about it, American has health problems, has to sell off valuable collection of child toys to try and, make ends meet, ends up getting completely fucked by a large corporation who just takes all of his money and leaves him with nothing.
Yeah.
Like, the modern American story in a nutshell right there.
I'm gonna skip to video 2 because it's more better. So after they shut down the store, he tried to sue the new owners of that location individually. But what this is gonna go into is that he can't sue them like without going and trying to talk to them and settle it by word of mouth and like man to man essentially. He has to make an attempt to try and settle it at the most lower level first. So before they even get
there's cops at his house.
Yeah, the cops are already at his house. Yeah, so these cops
what
pulled them over.
Fuck, bro?
Because they claimed that they ran a stop sign.
Take them to court.
He requested the footage, and the footage clearly shows them stopping fully, not even a rolling stop, and then they pulled him over. So that is like an unlawful, like...
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We fully stopped.
Sounds like these cops want to get sued.
So, this is an illegal traffic stop.
So who's Ben? Me. Ben? How's Utah? It's good. Like it?
This fucking cop fucking thinks he's some fucking big dick McGee who's like, which one of you is Ben?
Why do the cops?
Hey, how's Utah, Ben? What the fuck? So they all got trespassed.
Oh my god, bro! You're like, we pulled you over because you read the stop sign. Anyway, you also trespassed.
Yeah, you're gonna trespass. We don't believe your story that Mr. Best here stole $200,000 worth of Legos.
I mean, this is why, like, I mean, it's cool that these YouTubers are doing this, but like, it's really important to have a lawyer with all this shit.
It is, and there are already like quite a few like legal YouTubers, like lawyer YouTubers that have gone over, like Legal Eagle.
Get Legal Eagle, yeah.
Dude, he's already done multiple videos on this, and he's already talked about all of this.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, this is the other guy. This is Josh.
Oh, but I thought they both got trespassed.
Oh no, so they got trespassed from the other. So it was two people, Mr. Best, and then someone named Josh.
Okay, so this is the other guy. The other of the new company.
Co-owner. Yeah. And so they were gonna make an attempt on him to try and serve the legal papers.
Yep.
I was wondering if you'd be down to pay us for the lawsuit we won.
Yeah, it goes on for a while of them just standing there. He doesn't.
He's respond.
Yeah, just stands there fucking lifeless, like a fucking NPC.
Then the police showed up.
Oh my god. Bro.
Again, for some reason, they are really trying to protect these criminals.
He didn't steal anything. He inherited the store from somebody.
No, he stole $200,000.
Yeah, these police show up and then they immediately side on.
I wonder if he has investments in the police department. You know what I mean? Think of like
that's crazy.
A Breaking Bad, like Gustav Fringe is like, oh, I'm putting all this money in charity for cops.
This
just you wait.
Yeah.
Because I've been spending the last 3 months in the case, and I won in court.
He inherited the store. He's being blamed for everything that the previous owner did, and he's trying.
Well, that's a lot. So we.
Okay, hold on.
Okay, I'm sorry.
He's still trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner, and now he's catching blame for it. And he's just trying to clean up the mess from the previous owner.
No, him.
Yeah, they find out that the two owners, or previous, like the newer co-owners, are very heavily Mormon, and they're very involved with the Mormon Church, and this whole community that they live in are also very hardcore Mormon, including majority of the police officers.
So they're a part of the same church.
Yep.
This might be a crazy ask, but could you take a selfie with me?
But anyways.
So this is a random Mormon?
The police apparently got a
that new Josh.
Yeah, and he wants to confront him.
Yeah.
Had heroin on us.
And yeah, so they get the cops called on them again.
Dude, saying that they have heroin on them?
Claiming that they have heroin on them.
You know how I know that's a false call and was just made by some old fucking boomer? Is because no one is running around today with heroin.
Yeah. No, but long story short, they get searched. Everything gets searched, and they don't have. Oh, shocker! They don't have fucking heroin.
I thought you were gonna say some shit like they found heroin. It got planted on them.
No.
And now they're in serving prison.
But that's also illegal. Like to make a false claim like that.
Yeah, whoever made the call.
Yeah. But again, the cops don't do anything about it.
Dude, I can't believe how insane this is.
Again, this is all over Legos.
I thought we were in for a lame episode here. I'm not gonna lie. I did not see the excitement.
Dude, no, this is insane news, bro.
Well, I didn't think we were going into a lame episode, especially after like finding out them like withholding Legos. I didn't think it'd go to this route though. This is crazy.
I just thought it'd be like a basic like it's fucked up, but it's just a corporate thing like where they're trying to screw them. Not like heroin.
Getting blamed for
taking
heroin.
So many turns.
We weren't giving the police a false confession like they wanted, so eventually I guess they just got tired and let us go.
We'll let you guys go now, but you're walking a thin line. Just be mindful of that. Does that make
What
sense?
are they walking if they're like, you called heroin on me, and
There's no heroin.
Yeah, you stopped me. Are you threatening me to be like also stop any legal actions?
Yeah.
You know, like what?
So
Dude, I did not expect the police to be working for Lego.
They're not working for Lego.
They're working for the Mormons.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is good enough for the court case. The court is like, all right, cool, you made an attempt, and so, but there's still trespass from his property. So they still got to serve him the legal papers.
But that's not the job of them, right? That's the job of the court.
No, the court is saying that they got to serve him.
Oh, what the fuck? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they gave him, what's it called?
Subpoena or whatever no, maybe not subpoena.
Yeah. Someone that serves the papers for them.
Yeah.
But they have to be present for it. Yeah.
Okay.
Now I'm placing this poster in a public space right across the street from Josh's house. Yeah, it turns out this tiny patch of land is actually free for any person of the public to use.
Yeah, they're doing this to get him out of his house, to remove the sign, to cash him on public property,
and
so
then
that they
serve
can
him
the papers.
Okay.
Yes.
Court papers. But almost immediately, my sign got blocked.
Oh no, he's blocking our sign.
What the fuck, bro?
So we are in a court case with them, and we have to serve them legal papers.
So I explained to the cops the entire situation.
I'm not going on his property.
Right, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The police realized that we're not breaking any laws, and they've been called here for a false reason.
Yeah, cops get called on them again, and they ask why they're here, and he's saying
we're gonna legally serve him.
Yeah, serve him legal papers, and he's doing it the right way by not stepping on his property because he is trespassed from his property, and so they're just waiting for him, and so the cops are like, okay, there's nothing wrong here, and so the cops leave.
I feel like that's a slam dunk for him to be like, haha.
Better than yesterday.
So now it's time to serve Josh these court papers. And then we got the police called on us again.
The cops show up again.
Oh my god, bro. And they're like, you ran that red light.
Time to serve Josh his court papers. But we got the police called on us again.
Oh my god, bro.
The cops get called the third time on them after realizing that there's nothing going on, but this dude just keeps calling the cops on them. It's
Dude, like at some point, the courts need to step in and like start filing charges for false 911 calls.
Dispatch needs to be like, okay, this is a waste of resources, and this is also illegal.
Yeah.
Hello.
Bro, this is a third different cop.
Okay, so there's this redacted footage. That redacted footage got leaked.
Someone actually hacked into the American Fork Police Department and released all the footage unredacted of my...
So yeah, this is a little spoiler territory, so let me just
What the fuck is going on? They all got their guns drawn.
Okay.
What?
Can you come to my house, please, and come get them?
So this is the first time when he gets them trespassed from his house. He claims that they are stalking him. He claims that they're gonna
Murder him.
That Ben made threats against his life. Completely false.
What?
Yeah.
There's nothing filed. So no, I'm not accepting service from him. Okay. Absolutely not. It's fake.
Okay.
It's not real.
That's completely fine. You have that right.
Yeah.
Literally, all this police officer has to do is be like, "You are served."
Yeah. So the police officer brings him the
yeah, and he's like, "I'm not taking those papers."
And yeah,
right.
Which you cannot do.
Right.
Like, if let's say me or you gets like sued, we just can't be like, nah. Not getting
yeah,
sued
that's not
today.
how that works. That's why I forgot what movie it is, but there's the dude, the main character of the beginning of the movie, is like a plumber or like some other thing, and he's like, "Are you this person?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "You've been served." I don't know what movie it is, but that's like a running gag of like, "Oh yeah, I serve papers."
Yeah. So this cop is just like, "Oh, you don't want these papers? Oh, okay, my bad. I'm sorry." And then he just brings them back. What the fuck? That's not how.
That's not how it works.
No. All right. Before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's go back to this video.
Pineapple Express.
Again, the police agree.
Oh yeah, that is Pineapple Express.
Yeah, Seth Rogen is like, "You've been served."
Yeah, the police claim that
find a professional job
process.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah, this lady is the professional process server, and the police and Josh are claiming that she is not. She is affiliated with Ben, but she is not. They have just met. Yeah.
I always thought that the police were supposed to remain unbiased, and if they were going to take a side, they definitely shouldn't take the side of the criminal.
I do like that this cop went the extra step and made sure
verified
that verified that the small claims case was real and that these are real papers. But again,
this phone call,
he does nothing with it. He just brings them back the papers, and they actually arrest him.
Am I being arrested? No. Really?
Wow.
Ben got arrested.
No Miranda.
I was confused on what I was.
They arrested him, and they didn't say what the reason for his arrest was, and which I'm pretty sure they have to.
You have to.
Yeah, they have to inform you why you're being detained or arrested.
Exactly.
Because if you are talking to the cops, and you could be like, "Am I under arrest?" and if they're like, "No," you could just walk away.
Exactly.
Right.
Dude, he's gonna have so many small court claims.
Small claims
on you.
The same.
Dude, this kid's about to take more from this police department than he's ever made on YouTube.
The collector's son, who got all their stuff stolen, and he has a theory of what might be going on here.
Yeah, the cops down there are definitely all in with the Mormon community, and being the bricks and mini shakes is part of that, and worth millions.
Yeah, the big overall company is also heavily affiliated with
Mormonism
the Mormon community too. Yeah.
Interesting.
So there's a theory that they're all in cahoots with each other.
Which is not to say that Mormonism itself is, criminal. No, I know you're also saying that, but I'm saying like it's their community protecting each other within this circle for evil.
Yeah.
I guess not evil. They're not like evildoers, but it's more like, they're like, oh.
I would argue that stealing a sick man's life savings is, evil.
Evil, yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. That's...
So this is one of their other friends that got arrested that was setting up another
meeting with
sign to to try and get Josh to come
serve
out
him fucking
of
papers,
his property.
bro.
Exactly, to serve papers, and the cops arrested him.
I have a question about that. So if the legal public server, right? So the way I think it would have gone down if he did go remove the sign and she's like, "Hey, are you him, right? Like your name confirmation?" Yes. All right, you've been served. He would be like, "I'm not touching those papers." But since he's been officially served, he's liable.
Liable, exactly.
It doesn't matter if you. So honestly, as soon as the cop brought those papers over to the defendant there, like the process server should have just reported back to the court that he had been served.
He has been served, exactly.
And whether or not he decides to take the actual documents that would let him know where and when he needs to show up at court, or what documents are being requested from him, like it doesn't matter. All that matters is that he has been informed that he is being sued, And whether or not he chooses to like accept the information about the lawsuit doesn't matter. He has been informed of the lawsuit, and the courts should have been able to just move on from there. They shouldn't have had to sit here and try to continue this dumbass game of cat and mouse, trying to like get him outside so that they can physically hand him these papers that we already know he's not going to try and like actually accept.
Exactly. All right, so this is someone else that's trying to get another sign up to try and get
which is
Josh to come out.
Freedom of speech, public location,
public property. Yep.
Next.
And Lieutenant Adamson can correct me if I'm wrong, but we're going to seize your phone right now.
Do not do that. You understand me? Right now you're attempting to destroy evidence. Right? Put your hands behind your back.
I was just locking my phone.
So the police officer is asking for this guy's phone. He doesn't have to give it to him.
Yeah.
It's his personal property. But he complies.
And you also need a search warrant.
Search warrant, exactly. Which they do not have.
Not necessarily. If you hand over an unlocked phone, they don't need a search warrant.
If the phone is locked, though.
Right, which is why that cop was just so pissed off.
Yeah, so this is the thing. So he was handing him the guy's his phone, and then he realizes that it is still unlocked, so he goes to lock it. And that's when the cops get all jumpy and uppity and like, hey, don't do that. You're destroying evidence, which is physically impossible. You can't... Locking a phone doesn't do anything to photos or your camera roll. Doesn't do anything.
What the
so they arrest him for him attempting to lock his own phone, and they claim it is destroying evidence.
Dude, these guys are going to have such a fantastic civil rights lawsuit against this police department.
It's crazy that out of all the powerful organizations...
Oh, yeah, so they created a GoFundMe for Brian's Lego collection just on the side, just to raise money, just to raise awareness about this whole situation.
Dude, this is like bigger than I imagined it would be for him.
Dude.
It's
insane. This is, let's see, Moist Critical's videos covers this, because Ben's video doesn't talk about this.
If you thought the Lego scandal was done surprising you with...
For media and accounts related to Reckless Ben and an ongoing community. My name is Jack Conti, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Patreon. On May 29th, Patreon received an official takedown request for media and accounts related to Reckless Ben and an ongoing dispute regarding a local Lego consignment issue. This is the verified complaint with exhibits. This is the request for immediate content removal pursuant to temporary restraining order. And this is the motion for the temporary restraining order and preliminary injunction.
Yeah, so...
Dude, so they're trying to go after Patreon to get the videos taken down rather than Google because they know there's no way in hell they would ever win a lawsuit against YouTube and Google?
Yeah, but also Patreon is a much bigger company than this company.
Right. Patreon itself is a massive corporation. Yeah. Like, I don't know why they think they would win that one either.
That was the CEO.
Yeah. That was the CEO making this video, and then he goes back and talks about it.
So after an extensive review and investigation by Patreon's Trust and Safety team, we have, in fact, unfortunately determined, can stuff it. We're keeping Ben's page up. And if it doesn't like that, they can sue us.
So, yeah, dude, Patreon just big dicks this company, saying that they are keeping Ben's page up and they are continuing to raise awareness against this company, and if they don't like that, then they could sue them, in which they know Patreon will win that lawsuit.
Dude, Patreon was just like, we have more lawyers on retainer than you have franchise stores.
Exactly.
Is there? Or sorry, because we're gonna. I gotta edit all this shit out. Fuck. Is that company in Norfolk? I think there's one by.
There's one in Chesapeake.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember driving by it all the time.
To me. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just for ease of access, let me pull up the other video that I'm gonna be.
And then he doesn't even have to accept them. He can literally just drop them. But as long as you say you are served, that counts as illegal serving. So why doesn't this cop just do that? Like, this whole thing could be solved in literally 3 seconds. Like, here, I'll time it. You've been served.
Yeah, the cop doesn't serve him the papers. Okay, this video isn't important anymore. Okay.
Dude, he's getting fucking...
Pause real quick before we get into this insanity.
Yeah.
Has the actual Lego company come out and said anything about this? Because obviously the actual Lego company is not the same as...
No, and censor... let me check. I thought I heard something that they were looking into this situation.
Because not for nothing, if this is all over $200,000, like, I feel like the Lego company could just be like, here's fucking $500,000, like, sorry for your trouble.
That's an AI overview. I don't want to... Lego's involvement. Lego ambassadors have confirmed that the matters was forwarded to Lego's legal department to review and evaluate the company's future ability to distribute Lego products. However, Lego has not yet issued any official public statements regarding the outcome of this review.
Insane would it be if they stopped being like an official licensed Lego retailer? Yeah. All because of this one fucking franchise.
But I think this would, if they do that, I think they would stop all like secondary Lego stores that aren't Lego owned stores or official licensees. So like your normal...
I think so. They wouldn't have to like cut out all of their third party retailers. They could, you know, they would just be they would very easily be able to just say, hey, you know, you're bringing a bad rep, and so we're terminating our contracts with you because the bad press isn't worth it.
All third party, but they wouldn't stop second party. So they wouldn't stop like Target or Walmart or Costco or Amazon, but they would stop like this company, or they would stop like Brick and Bad, or they would stop some other smaller Lego stores like that. All right.
Wait, they're the American Force Police Department?
Yeah, the American Force Police Department.
Are we serious?
I pulled my arm so far back, it dislocated my shoulder. He claims it's because I was attempting to make an escape or something.
Yeah, they swatted the house and they...
dislocated his shoulder.
Yeah, they roughhouse him for no fucking reason.
Dude, this guy's gonna make so much money.
Dude, so much money off of these lawsuits.
He'll, like, never have to work ever again.
He just needs to get a real lawyer and stop trying to do everything himself on YouTube.
They all get arrested, including the process server.
Yeah, I don't know why the process server is there with him. That, you know, then obviously calls into question whether or not she was unaffiliated with him earlier.
Exactly. But I do think she was still hanging out with him because she's still in charge of
the papers, serving him.
Yeah, because this is still clearly the same day.
Yeah, he's wearing.
Oh, this is the same.
He's wearing the same outfit.
Oh.
So is she. So is the other people.
Dude, I hadn't even noticed.
Yes. Now the entire group, we are all on our way to jail.
It's crazy that we're watching the body cam footage.
I got taken to an interrogation room so they could find some reason to lock me up for good.
Ben, I'm detective.
It's a nice interrogation room.
I was able to get released on bail.
This is where Ben makes a major mistake because he talks to this detective without a lawyer.
Yeah. Always get a lawyer.
Always. Never talk to anyone without a lawyer. Even if you can't afford one. It's literally in your Miranda rights that one will be provided for you.
Mm-hmm. Right. And always remember, the cops are legally allowed to lie to you, but if you so much as bend the truth with the cops, you can go to prison.
Exactly.
Well, I'd just like to know more about this, like, GoFundMe.
So, yeah, Ben mentions that they had a GoFundMe, and he goes and talks about this to the other people that were arrested, gets more information about that, and...
The worst part is that the police officers took away my bail, so now I have to wait a month in jail.
Hey, this is why you get a fucking lawyer.
Yeah, turns out the judge releases him because the whole thing is stupid, so he puts out a bail for him, even though originally it was going to be no bail and wait a month in jail.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so he gets out on bail, and everyone gets free. Then, yeah.
Told me saying that a police officer just showed up to our house.
So it rings the doorbell. Ben, he's like, is Mr. Snyder here? I was like, why? I was like, can I deliver a message for you? He's like, how could you deliver a message? He said it just like that. He was like, just tell him he has a warrant for his arrest. Like, he thought he was in an action movie type walk off, and that was his like end screen line.
Yeah, so they got swatted because they claimed entities claimed that they had all the stolen Legos and that they also had heroin.
Yeah.
Dude.
So that's why they got
Entire story
arrested.
is so insane.
Yeah.
So
and then now that they are back out on bail, they have now put out a warrant for his arrest.
Oh, so immediately
for whose arrest?
Utah police
For Ben's?
For Ben's.
Yeah, for the YouTuber.
Why does this guy not get a lawyer?
I'm telling you, this kid just needs a fucking lawyer.
I do feel bad for him, and I'm on his side.
Yeah.
But it's hard to feel bad when it's like, get a fucking lawyer.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's just trying to like YouTube hero this shit.
I do respect like the push that he's doing and trying to like handle it on his own and try and do.
But now he's gonna get like assassinated from the fucking.
But now he's gonna get fucked for it.
Mollywopped.
But he should have just gone a lawyer in the first place, and then, yeah. But
well, I'm in Mexico now, and the American police have no authority here.
What the fuck?
What's going on?
Yeah. So he. Because that there is
dude, see, this was a supremely stupid thing for him to do.
Yeah, this was stupid.
Right. This just absolutely sank most chances he had for getting a serious payout from these police departments for harassment. Yeah. Because if he had gotten a lawyer, the lawyer would have had like serious professional process servers make sure that the other guy got served, right? Rather than this JV YouTuber bullshit that's going on right now.
Yeah.
An actual lawyer also would have made sure that like all of the harassment from the cops was well documented. They would have made sure he wasn't just speaking to the cops about dumb shit without representation that they can then just twist into some story to try and, keep him in jail. I mean, fleeing to Mexico with an active warrant, I mean, that right there is a fucking felony.
Now, to steel man his argument, I don't think it would have gone this far if he had a lawyer originally. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
If
now it's like, damn, bro, this is a spectacle.
He's got lawyers in his DMs right now. Like, bro, give me the case.
Pro bono.
Exactly. Exactly.
I'm so on his side, but like, this is painful to watch.
Exactly. It's
like
more
to go from a Lego store to I'm in Mexico with a warrant.
Have fucking all the officers that have like done illegal things.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as much as he's fucked in a general sense, it's also exposing how batshit crazy this whole thing is. That, like, wow.
Yeah. People are like, you need to find a civil rights attorney ASAP, bro.
Dude, seriously.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Is there more to this story?
Because if he had a lawyer who was watching out for his best interests, like there's no way that those cops would have come back any of the times, because they would have known that they would have been sued to the end of the world.
Is he currently in Mexico, or is there more to this story?
He's still in Mexico. This is the most recent video.
And also, we need that one guy. We need Legal Eagle.
This came out.
And we need the guy that's like, ask a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. I'm a lawyer, but I'm not your lawyer.
Exactly. Yeah, this is the most recent video. This came out 5 days ago.
They sent court papers to my email, which I guess a judge approved for them that this was a valid form of service. And so
yeah, this is fucked up. Like, they weren't able to send court papers to
what
Josh's
type of
email,
fucking court bullshit backwards is happening here, bro?
Dude, it's because he fled to Mexico.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. Good point. Never mind.
Good point. You're right. Never mind.
So now that I'm officially served, I cannot even mention this company or I will be in jail. And
that is the most recent update. And then there's been other videos of people like talking about this whole story, but that is the most recent from Ben's side.
How long ago was that video posted?
5 days ago.
Okay, so if there's any one thing we can take away from this entire saga, it is please go get a lawyer.
We should have,
all right,
before we talk about this too much more, we should have, like, Jake, you should give all the listeners, like, a rundown of this fucking roller coaster.
What? We've been recording this whole time, dude.
Yeah, but are we allowed to play the YouTube audio?
We're going to be cutting it up.
Yeah,
we're allowed to play small clips. But
reaction video YouTubers and stuff do this all the time, where they play stuff and then they talk about it. And the way you get around that in copyright is because it's I think it's called the Fair Use Act or whatever. As long as you're not using it as your marketing it as your own and using the footage directly as your own, like adding stuff to stuff as a separate entity allows it to be talked about. It's like how you talk about
videos.
Yeah, it's also like the amount of time that like you play from their videos.
I was pausing at times, and we discussed that at times, and it was basically filling in.
We've been talking though.
Yeah.
But okay, seriously, message to the listeners: like, get a lawyer. The law is extraordinarily complex for a reason, but do not try to do what this kid did and just try to take on a multi-million-dollar corporation by himself without actual legal representation, because an actual lawyer would have had this shit done so fast. That was such a blatant contract violation. His civil rights were being violated all over the place by the cops who kept coming to harass him, the false police reports being made against him. I mean, any even decent lawyer would have been able to look at that case and said, I'm about to get you a 6 to 7 figure payout for this nonsense.
Dude, it's insane when they're waiting by the little sign, and in like the span of like 10 minutes they had 3 separate cops show up and like, hey, what are you doing here? Give me your service papers. And bro, it's
check out. All right, goodbye.
Yeah.
Hey, what
also,
are you doing here?
I would also like to say that not all the time, not guaranteed, but a lot of the times, if you're a smaller person going up against one of these big companies, if and when you do win the lawsuit, very often times like the courts will make that multi-million-dollar corporation pay your legal fees.
Yeah.
Wow. I will work on this today, and we'll do a double release of, the Cosmos and this episode. So that way, because this is relevant happening now, and then we'll continue on with our normally scheduled episode releases as well.
Programming, yeah.
Yeah.
I just really wanted to talk about this.
Yeah, and I'll work on this, and we'll get this uploaded today. Do you guys have anything for the listeners?
Get a lawyer.
Get a lawyer.
Yeah, get a lawyer. Oh my goodness.
It is your right. You have a right to a lawyer.
Yeah. Thank you all for listening. We greatly appreciate if you made it this far. Goodbye.
Goodbye.